Sweet. All right, I'm going to share my screen and we'll just walk you through real quick we're going to show you a little bit of how the sausage is made and kind of the presentation layer all at once sort of. So this is the first draft of your wireframe. So you'll have a logo at the top and you'll log in from here. And pretty
This is for
simple.
the drivers. Yeah.
This is for the drivers. Good point. Yes, this is for the drivers. So they log in, they will see their calendar for the week, and they will be able to see their routes per calendar. And once they get into a day, if they select a day at the top here, like for example the 13th, it'll take them into the day. We had a question for you here. If I go back a slide, there's like the routes might have names, numbers, pet names, whatever, some sort of identification. When we go to this screen here, you're in a route at this point, and these are the stops along the route. So we talked about putting the route name or the route identifier here, and then changing select route to change route if you want to do a different route that day. So you don't have to answer that now, but these are some of the little nuances that we wanted to understand. Let me go ahead and finish the whole presentation, and then we'll come back to this specifically as the first question, and then anything else that stacks up. Once you're in, you select a location, and that location then gives you these details. And depending on what's going on with each screen, some will scroll, some will just be a screen that's a straightforward screen. From there, you can go in and add a new. So you basically create a new ticket or a new whatever you're going to do, customer service report, maintenance log, invoice, whatever needs to be done. You can see a history of what's happened below, and you can execute to complete and finish the jobs. This is once they're on site, they've selected a machine. And all this is straight from your form, and this is quite actually an extensive form. You'll see here in a second. I'm going to take you over to the developer view, but this is all that information. We did talk, and this is why I was asking you about iPad versus iPhone. We even talked about maybe taking these cells and putting 2 columns worth, unless there's something that's a really long field. And if there is, we can leave it across the screen. But anything that's a short field, like a number or a simple measurement, we might want to get more fields on this page than you see right now, just so you know what we're thinking. So here's where the sausage is made. This is the big application, and this is sort of what we're working on. Over here are your admin pages. We'll go over those in just a second. But in the meantime, this is actually, I think I can turn something off. Hold on, let me see. I thought I could hide all the comments. But anyway, so if we go in, you'll see these are the screens you just saw, right? The login screen, forgot password reset, today's schedule, and we can add more data to this as well. Drill into the schedule, change, update, select the route that you want to cover. Here are the locations as you go. Here's the jobs as you go. And then we get to the customer service report, maintenance log, or invoice log. So I'll zoom in on these and let you just look at those for a second. And our intent is to give you preview access to this so you can go through and double check that we got everything and you have all the information you need. I did have one question that you can answer now if you'd like. Do you really need this many forms, Form 1, Form 2, down to Form 9?
No.
Okay, so that's like an example of something we can, when you review this, you can mark it up and we can trim things out to make it more efficient. So perfect, that's great news. I mean, one of the things that'll happen through this whole exercise is you will probably streamline your processes as well. So here is the maintenance log. Again, account number, route number, account type, etc. And where appropriate, we can autofill these cells. So once you're in a certain aspect of it, it'll fill this in for you. Adding additional products, adding a new product just to the total environment, as well as invoice details here. We have this set up, and if you go to this screen here, invoice to the customer. So you can capture all the information that's going to be relevant to the final invoice. And we even did a signature line. So you could, if it makes sense to your business to collect the signature from the customer, right as you review this information with them in front of them, and they just sign off on it. As of right now, it doesn't automatically invoice them. It'll go to a clearing area where your invoice person will review it and approve it before it goes out. But in a future state, we could create an environment where the invoice gets automatically created. This is the signature area. We're going to make it narrower probably and just make it easier to sign, but that's the gist of it for the signature. Over here is the admin screens. And these are also things that, if you're like, order amount, well, it doesn't even matter. We don't care about that. We don't want to see it on this screen. Like that kind of feedback will be good, and we'll put on the screen what you want. Washer information, and you can, again, we can add more detail or remove detail as appropriate. Machine checklist, right? So you've got the machines at the different locations. We did talk about an ID. I know over here, for example, where is it? Right here. You've got model serial number. Perhaps this is an ID. Perhaps you have pet names, perhaps something, I don't know. But if you wanted to put any kind of machine identifier up in this checklist, we could do that as well. So we'll talk about that. And here's then the detail once you pick a machine, and counter reading, total cycles, all the stuff that you guys care about. Over here, invoice review. So this will be nice. You'll kind of see where everything is along the way and be able to do a query about that. And just invoice details. And again, we're going to give you access to this. So we're hoping that you comb over this and see if there's any glaring issues. A service report screen, again, drill into the service that was created and any historical information as well. Equipment, this is where, so a lot of this stuff will be designed in a table structure. So all your equipment will be on one table. You'll be able to add more stuff to it over time, take things away if you're going to decommission it, maybe even do a replace if you want to do that in the system. So that's an equipment table, if you will, and then the drill down to that as well. I think that's about, and then there's some setting stuff for the manager, the administrator of the environment. And we'll need to figure out exactly what you want to do in the settings as well. So that's it in a nutshell from a wireframe point of view. I will pause and see what you think.
I don't think we need any button on that schedule route. If we just want to have the identifier or something like route, that screen,
Oh, okay.
we could just, I want to be able to just assign it on the admin side, and that's what they're doing.
Perfect.
I would just push a stop to them or something like that if they needed
What
TVA.
about service calls? Are we going to be using this on a service call at all?
Yeah, I could add,
Then you
I
would
could send
add-
them a stop.
That's what that means, John?
Yes.
The add, during the day, we can add to the day.
Yep.
Okay,
That's good.
yeah. That's great. We like this.
And the idea behind just in general the relationship is, right, we're going to deploy this. You'll have, you guys will probably use it. Maybe you'll get one other person to use it for a week and go, oh shoot, I can't do this or I can't do that. We know that's going to happen. So do your best to think about it now, but we've got a lot of flexibility. That's one of the huge points of doing it.
One thing is, okay, so once they go into here, so they click on mountain bikes, it gives us a timestamp.
Oh,
They start the stop, and then when they complete the signature,
okay.
get like an end stop time or something.
Okay. Start route. Yeah. Fill out forms. So that's how you get into everything.
Oh yeah.
Did you catch that, Pang? Timestamp on start and stop.
Yeah. So I think we actually, I had that originally, but then I told the designer to remove it. So I'll put that back in.
Cool.
So yeah.
It's kind of handy.
The timestamp is for each stop though, right? Not the whole day.
The stop.
No, it stops.
Yep.
Under the equipment, towards the end of your presentation, you talked about the equipment and all that, what its name is and serial number. Did you guys remember that we're going to want to be able to pull that out once a year to pay the property taxes on that equipment?
We're just like, that's a list. We could see equipment, model, serial.
That would probably live under this part right here where it says service reporting. So we would make a report that met your needs.
Okay.
Okay. That's easy.
Yeah, the service reporting would be it'd be this form. So,
Do you want me to hand it over to you?
oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I don't. Do I have the
I was
form?
just trying to show the actual form.
Oh, I thought that was a
Yeah, it
baseball
would
bat in
be.
your hand there,
It
Pete.
can't be.
It would be the customer service report, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what
So maybe just an additional column or something on the equipment for county.
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 Oh,
We're
county
the
location.
county locations because
Yeah, yeah.
we
Oh,
pay
gotcha.
Address,
property.
county
We own
stuff.
the equipment. It's
Yeah.
our equipment, so we
That
pay the personal property.
that lives in a like an address table, and so you should be able
I
to
see.
slice
Okay.
and dice it by county, city, whatever you want, zip code, however you want to do it. So it's all part of a huge table.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have
Got it.
numbers.
Okay,
Yeah. So I'd
so
be able to pull from that table. I can make a report from that table.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
And
so
we haven't made it pretty yet, just so you know. It's just we're just making sure the structure's there for you.
Oh no. Yeah. We don't need pretty.
let's see. And
Well, here. Let me show you this. Let's see. This isn't it, but this is just a sense of what it looks like when it gets a little prettier. Is it'll look like this. It'll just have a nicer look.
Oh yeah. Totally.
That's all.
perfect.
And right now we have a placeholder of your logo in it, but we'll make that clean logo, like I said.
Yeah. So we would like that field. We don't want editable. We don't want them
Yeah.
to be able to edit that kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
They
the county-
can't like changing the customer number. We don't want them changing customer
Right.
number.
If you're in this right
Um,
here and you're like, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to do a thing, and now I'm putting it in. You don't want that. You want that just to be a displayed number. You don't want to be able to edit it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
If anything, yeah. Or it
I
doesn't
get
need
that.
to be there. That field bar doesn't even need to be there. It could just maybe
You may
pull from
want
that
it
and put it on the invoice. However you guys
And
want.
that's the kind of stuff, if you guys, when you review it, could make comments like, hey, like, let's lock this field down. That's probably the best way to tell us what you
Okay.
want.
Do you want to like
I'm going to send you a link, and you're going to log in, and you'll be able to go all around this thing.
Oh, good.
As
Yourself,
in,
just like
okay.
this. And then you'll be able to go in, and down here there's a little make comment, and you can just write a
Sure.
little note right here like, hey, can this do that? And then we'll comment back.
Love
Yeah,
it.
that's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
we can think about it on the whole.
Yeah, take your time. Well, I'm thinking this will take you, it's Wednesday, if you have openings in your schedule like the next couple days of looking at it closely.
Okay.
Any technical questions?
What language is this written in? No.
That's funny. HTML5 will probably, actually be iOS. Well, it all depends on what device you're on. But yes, this is a platform that, it'll be an extra charge in the future if you want to go there. But we, for example, can move this to Android pretty easily. So if you ever want to diversify your platforms, this is a platform that allows you to move across them.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Yeah. So we could. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then.
Resale.
So
And that's,
then-
the idea there is if we do get to the resale stage of this at some point in the future, they might say, hey, we only do Androids, man, and we want to be able to meet their needs.
So is the admin side is web browser based, and then the driver side is app based? Is that accurate?
Yeah, we'll call it mobile based. It will have a iPad version, so it'll take advantage of the extra real estate on the iPad. So you'll probably see two screens on the page instead of just one. But yes, the admin view is a PC oriented screen. You could probably take an iPad and flip it sideways and use it if you wanted to.
Okay. Will we have to go through the app store for the driver side, or will it just come to like a web page landing?
Okay. Yeah, the driver app itself, yeah, that one is going to be a native app that will be deployed onto the iOS store, right? And so they'll be able to download that.
And that's the
They
Apple
don't-
App Store. That's
we
the
don't-
iOS store. That's what he meant by that.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have to do that if you guys don't need that. they can just use it through the mobile browser. But yeah, we can
I
definitely
think we
deploy
want
it.
to push it to the reseller.
Yeah, having the app would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then definitely we can do that. We'll put that into the native app store, iOS store, and then the admin portal, which is the desktop app. That one would just be available on your laptop or your computers. Yeah, we don't need an app to be downloaded there. Yeah. You just get a login, you log in, and then you see the UI that we're looking at here. And
Oh,
then
I
yeah, we
stopped
can
screen sharing.
update
Sorry.
everything. Oh,
Cool.
but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, as far as the English too.
Fireworks. on
Why did it do that? That's
I,
so.
I don't know. That was cool.
So
I
thumbs
didn't
up.
see thumbs up and it did fireworks.
He
Yeah.
said, I like that.